You are going to enjoy this time because as ministers in the making, I'm doing little mini teachings. We're getting ready to start a school. It'll be around the first year. We don't have all of our details together yet, but you're going to enjoy this. And it's not just for those that are in the fivefold ministry, it's for all of us. Do you realize the Bible says that every one of us are in the ministry of reconciliation? So it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, or you're teaching school, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you have your own business. Wherever, God has a particular thing for you to do that is extremely important. I've said this since I started in ministry over 40 years ago. There's something that you can do, that you do with your uniqueness, that is amazing, that nobody else can do, because you've been created to do that particular thing. Now, sometimes not everybody's doing their job. And then I used to say this last church I said, good night, y'all. Could you please everybody start doing their job, because I'm having to do my job and y'all's job. And so I want to get you busy doing your job. Okay, got it. And so you might already be doing it, but there's something that God has designed you for that is so special and so different. And I'm not trying to make everybody be different, but I'm just saying He's hand chosen you. Talking about hand, think about Hannah. You think, well, how could Hannah be so important? She had a house full of kids after she got it going, but the major thing that she did was she was able to go to the altar of God in a special place in a prayer closet and pray. Now, I know it was in front of Eli, and Eli thought she was drunk. That's because Eli was drunk. Okay, he was out to lunch. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about Eli. But anyhow, so she went into that special prayer place, and she was able to get in that place to see exactly what God had for her. And God had, okay, you're going to become pregnant. And his name is Samuel. And guess what? He's going to help save Israel. He's going to become a prophet, and he's going to affect generations. And you think, well, so she wasn't behind the pulpit. No, she wasn't. But God had designed something so special for her and her husband. Isn't that amazing? Now, that's not taken away from those that are in the pulpit. We've got some amazing preachers. Boy, I mean, I could just start naming them off, and we love to hear them preach, and they help us. They got big works of God. And so it could be that too. So I want you to get to the place to where you're thinking, Lord, what exactly? Where does my peace in all of this fit? What do you have for me? Open my eyes so I can see what my part. It's not a part that we play either. Every time I hear somebody say that, I go like, wrong. It's not a part you play. It's part of your life that you live. It's called your destiny and your purpose. And so if it's a part you play, then that sounds like a masquerade or something. But I'm talking to you, what are those things that God's put down on the inside of you that's so unique and so special that nobody else has it exactly like you do it? And you can bring the fullness of something else. It's like remember I told you about the puzzles, my family and I, we couldn't even count how many puzzles we worked. That was one thing we loved to do when the kids was growing up. But everybody has a piece, and you got to get your piece in the right place so that you are a part of the whole. So we're going to talk about what kind of foundation do we have to have in order to fulfill our destiny and our purpose. And I want to make sure you understand destiny is who you are. That's who God himself has created you to be. Purpose is what you do because of who you are. Purpose is what you do because of who you are. And so how it all starts is and I've taught this so many times. I've learned this. I learned this myself. I'm teaching you what I learned. Way back in the early 70s, I was going through a very difficult time. And so the Lord spoke to me one day and he said, I want us to have a father-child relationship. That I think it was 71 or 72. And I said, Lord, I don't even know what that means. And he said, it'll take a lifetime for you to understand that. And so over the period of all these years, I began to understand more and more. Whatever God has designed for you as a minister of reconciliation, no matter what field or what purpose that you are fulfilling out there, if you're a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever purpose that you're fulfilling, that it's based upon a father-child relationship. I've seen ministers fall. I've seen ministers succeed. I've seen people be very successful in business and they were able to give millions of dollars into ministry causes. And I've seen people that tried to do businesses fail. So what would be the one particular key to that? And I firmly believe the key to success is the father-child relationship. If we can get that part straight, then relationships, because everything's about relationships. So relationships going forward have a better chance